Hey there, guys. I want to talk about race in movies. I know this doesn't seem like the time or place, but I want to share my opinion, my view of when there should be an, or I'm not trying to, I'm not, I'm on your side. All other people of other races. I'm in favor of seeing more lead roles with black, Hispanic, or Asian people in America. And I want you all to know that before I talk, because I'm all in favor. I'm very much in favor of you all having whatever um, movie lead role you want, and I think it would be cool, actually, to see um, lead black roles, lead Asian roles, and lead Hispanic roles besides white people, which we see often. And we need to see more diverse people who are, because I've been watching a lot of videos of race and how black people feel that they don't live up to some kind of beauty standard because of their skin color. And I'm not beautiful. I'm white. I'm kind of ugly. And the skin color didn't make me beautiful or ugly. What makes you beautiful is probably symmetry or just the fact that you're beautiful. You need, if you get made fun of at school, that sucks. Um, and yeah, the culture is pretty bad in America. Sorry. Um, like so. I'm just sharing my white person opinion of uh, what I think and what I think should be, and there should be definitely more lead roles and African American, Asian American, Native American, Hispanic, Latino, Pacific Islander, anyone who feels like their whole community has a lesser image of themselves. They feel like they're not able to love themselves because of the lead roles that are all over the Hollywood actor place. Now, um, hear me out. Um, White people, black people, Asian people, Hispanic people. I want y'all to listen very carefully. This is not intended to be a racist conversation. It's not meant to be skewed as politically correct. It's not meant to be too politically correct. It's not meant to be. It's just meant to be as real as possible. I'm just trying to be as real as possible, and I think there are people who are hurting because of their skin color, because of the way people treat them in America. And white people and other people need to treat each other, you know, better. White people especially though. This is mostly to white people. You need to start treating other races with more respect, and so they love themselves, because apparently they don't love themselves because other people treat them badly. But they should, obviously. You should love yourself no matter what. And a lot of us, especially me, I love girls of all shapes and sizes. I love men of all shapes and sizes. So don't dislike yourself because of the difference in your skin color, your brain, or your body. So, um, you should always love yourself, but I want to remind you though, not to get out of control with 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 your roles. You see what I'm saying? Like when you want to be a main actor in a lead role, don't take the movies that are anime adaptations that have never had an anime adaptation and then have the wrong skin color. That's all I'm asking. Like, okay, we've only had like 3 or 4 live action Death Note films, and the one that was American and and mainstream turned a white person L into a black man, or whatever. And to me, that was kind of upsetting because it ruined the 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 ability to stay true to the story and stay true to what we were expecting from it. I would expect L to be white or Asian and light skinned, and that's just my honest opinion. So when it comes to that, at least do one. At least, please do one first before doing politically correct stuff. Do one accurate adaptation first. Then, if that's the show, if the anime has all white characters in it, do it right first. And I don't mean that like white is right. I mean you have to make the movie accurate in order for it to be successful. Okay? Like like I said, if they're all black anime characters, you don't cast a whole white crew. You cast a black crew. Okay? Right. Right? Can we agree upon that? Thank you. Okay. Now, when it comes to James Bond and Batman, a lot of people want to see a Hispanic, a black, etc. Batman, James Bond. Yeah. Why? Why is that okay? Why is that immediately okay? Because there's been at least 20 white James Bonds. We don't need any more white James Bonds. No one cares. We've already had cool, like every white person knows if there's a black James Bond movie, we can just go watch the white one if we don't like the black guy James Bond movie. If we don't like that there's a black guy as James Bond, we don't have to watch it, and there shouldn't be riots in the street. It should be for Hispanic or black people or Asian people to have more of a role as a leader, as a powerful, cool image or an idol to look up to. Nothing wrong with a black Batman or an Asian Batman or a Hispanic Batman. There's nothing wrong with that. Why is it immediately all right? Because they did one right. Because it started as a comic with a white guy, and ever since then it's always been correctly done in film, in live action film. It's always been the right color for everything in the whole thing. Almost always. And when it comes to Star Wars started as a book. There were some things. Mostly everything is accurate, I think. I don't know if there were even comics before the movies. I think there was a book. Don't ask me. I don't know. Okay? So, what I'm trying to say is that you have to remember, if you've only had one or none or no films, you might upset the balance of what that story is. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this comic has all white people in it, and you like that comic, and we all want to see a live action movie. White people, black people alike. We all like it. And it would make sense to not cast the whole crew as black for that film. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you can argue that it would be like, now black people can feel like they can do anything. And they can do that. But would anyone watch it? Would you watch it, Daniel? It depends how much I liked it. If you made all the characters in Evangelion black and Hispanic in a live action film, I might not watch it, actually. I might be so mad because of how wrong it is. Like, because I've never seen a live action Evangelion film in my whole life, and I would expect Shinji to look like Shinji, and I would expect Asuka or Asuka to look like Asuka, and Rei to look like Rei. No exceptions. That is such a good anime. For you to make the characters look wrong is to piss me off. Like, just being honest, being real right now, I would be mad. Because I know there's no way that you can make Rei look black and for me to say, that's Rei. You can give Rei white hair all you want. You can give her blue eyes all you want. But as soon as you change that skin color, it's no longer Rei. It's not funny. It's real. It's true. That's Rei. You turned her black. And now I'm like, not that that's bad, it's just, I thought Rei was white or Asian. Like, It's more of a inconsistency error that I'm angry about. It's not that they're black that's bad. It's that you chose the wrong person for the role. And you could look at Afro Samurai and say, let's make a live action film but all white people. Of course no one would want that. Right? Now, when it comes to casting Afro Samurai as all black people, which is probably what it pretty much is. I haven't watched the entire anime of Afro Samurai, or the show or cartoon or whatever you want to call it. I know there's mostly just black people in it, and I've watched a few clips. And if you cast the whole, it's not one of my favorite animes. No offense, but if it was, and you casted them as all white people, I'd be mad. It'd be a travesty. It'd be a disappointment and a sadness. It'd be an extremely unfair thing. But if you casted them all the right, accurate appearance and color, what? Why would you not want to see it? What wouldn't you like about it? It has accuracy. It has character accuracy. It has story accuracy. And you can depend on it because they really tried. They read the anime. They looked at everything. They made everything look exactly like the anime in real life. That's a good film. Because that means that they cared about that anime, that manga. They cared, and they tried, and they made it right the first time. There's nothing wrong with that. So casting Ella as a white person, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just accurate. It's just accurate. It shows, it's a sign of accuracy in live action. It's not a sign of racism. That's just what I wanted to clear up. I wanted to make sure that we can all get along, and we can all have all these different films with lead roles from African American to Hispanic. But as soon as you start mixing the bag and fucking up making it wrong, and making the story wrong, and turning it into a direction so people sound racist when they complain about it being wrong, then you're just trying to bait people into sounding racist. You know, like, if we can agree upon that, then I think you guys are all right about what you said. You need more lead roles and lead acting. And they need to be big films. They need to be mainstream. And they need to be big. And I mean big films. Like Batman, Star Wars. But not, maybe. But Star Wars not till later. They already have like a lead role in Star Wars, but like, he's not the Jedi, you know? I think it'll take a little bit of time, but I think eventually you will see a Star Wars film where the lead role is a black man, or an Asian man, or a Hispanic man. I think that day will come in time, and you will probably be satisfied with it, and a lot of people will like it, and it'll make a lot of people feel better about their selves or their skin color. And that's exactly the whole point of this conversation, is to ensure that we can make films with minority people as lead roles that everyone can appreciate. And then they can feel better about themselves just on a daily basis, loving themselves about the way they look. And that's important. And, you know, maybe I'm going a little too overboard by acting like I can ensure that that happens. I just want to share my opinion that I think it should be kept in a way that is actually working. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that the adaptation is accurate, first of all, and then, if anything, make your own brand new film, like a James Bond version of James Bond, or, you know, like, but personally, I would watch a black main character James Bond or Hispanic main character James Bond. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Now, would all white people receive it well? You can't ask for miracles. Not all white people would be okay with it. But just the same, you know, that's something that's okay in my book. That's something that you should do, in my book. In my opinion, it's about time. You know, like it's really about time that white people just have to sit back and say, "Fuck it, enjoy the film." Just like a lot of Hispanic and black people have to watch white people, and they have to say, "Fuck it, let's just watch it." You know, because they don't feel like they can relate to the character as much as a similar skin tone or appearance would. I can't relate to any characters, to be honest with you. That's why I'm saying this. Because whenever I watch a film, I look at myself in the camera, and I haven't seen a single person who makes me think, that's me. That's me in that movie. That's me. Or that's because I'm ugly. You know? Like, I just don't look like anyone, really. Not anyone good. I mean, I get called DSP Gaming, I get called Tommy Wiseau, I get called some other guy with very pale skin and green eyes. I've been called all sorts of names from left to right of being ugly. And sometimes some girls have said nice things like, you look like this guy. And I say, you're so nice. Like when you call me someone beautiful, or you say I look like someone beautiful, I get sort of confident in myself. Instead of calling me like someone who obviously isn't, but I'm not really that attractive. So it's rude, but also true that some people just aren't very attractive. You know, it's okay. And I hate to use DSP as an example, but I get called DSP. I get confused for DSP. I get confused for Tommy Wiseau on the street. Why? I don't know. Hey, is that Tommy Wiseau? No. It's not, and I don't know why you think I am, but okay. No, I'm not DSP Gaming. Nope. You know, like, no, I'm not that famous person who eats food on YouTube either. Not that guy either. I'm a unique person. My name is Daniel, and I don't like being mistaken for other people. But I can understand why it sucks, though, because I'm never mistaken for someone I think is beautiful, to be honest. Fuck my life. You know, I gotta try to be more beautiful before I start expecting people to call me beautiful, you know? I gotta try maybe, you know, like massive facial reconstructive surgery, and then maybe then we can stop being confused for other people. So anyway, I don't know why I'm always talking about race, but I hope you agreed with me, and I hope we can see more high quality minorities in films. I want to share that I'm on your side, but also that I will get mad if you mess up my favorite show like Evangelion or Ghost in the Shell. Was Ghost in the Shell messed up? I don't know. Like, I'm a serious fan of Ghost in the Shell, and I'm a serious fan of Evangelion, and I'm a serious fan of Gundam, or Battle Angel Alita. When it comes to Battle Angel Alita, I'm happy with it. When it comes to Ghost in the Shell, I'm happy with it, but I almost want to take sides with the people who say she should have been Asian. Because I feel like it would have been a great role for an Asian main character to take the spot, like, for once. I think that would have been accurate, having Motoko Kusanagi as an Asian would have been pretty much definitely okay with me. Whether she was light-skinned or dark-skinned, I would be okay with it, most likely. Because it's Motoko. Dark skin, maybe not as much, but also if it looked like Motoko, it's fine. It's like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, I mean, it's like, yes, you can make a black girl look like Rey. Yes, you can. You can make Rey a black girl and she can still look like Rey and be attractive, but the problem is she's just a little darker skinned than she is in the manga. Do you see what I'm saying? Like like the girl can be beautiful. Like you can cast a beautiful Asian dark skinned woman as Rey, and we'll all say that girl's beautiful, but also maybe that's not Rey. You know, um like I don't have a problem with it. I like beautiful people and beautiful African American people or beautiful Asian women of dark skin looking in an anime like Evangelion. If they're all dark skinned but beautiful, or Asian or black, I guess it's okay. It's okay, but the major inconsistency is it would be nice to see them as Asian light skin first, because that's what they're rolled as. That's what they were rolled as. It doesn't matter if it happens first or last, as long as it eventually happens. I would love to see that. But it's better to cast good actors or actresses than it is to cast an accurate race, to be honest with you. I'd rather see a good, beautiful black woman as Rey and a good quality, great actress as Rey than I would to see a white woman who's ugly and a bad actress. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, I'm here about quality. I'm talking about quality of content. You know, if I think Rey is a beautiful woman, then I think she needs to be casted by a beautiful, talented actress. Rey Ayanami from Evangelion needs to be casted as a beautiful woman one way or another. And if you look at Asuka or Asuka, you see that she could be a black girl as long as she has red hair. She could be an Asian girl as long as she has red hair. And you have to, as long as you do the hair color right, I can totally get into it. You know, like just do the hair color right. Do the, you know, that live action Death Note film that I complain about a lot isn't actually that bad that they casted L as a black guy, because he was talented and he was attractive and he did do a spot on job. But I think the main complaint is that the film it got lost. It deviated from the plot and the course. It deviated too much and it went to be its own film when it shouldn't have. It should have stayed more true to form. Even with a black L, it was not true to form, but it was a good actor. Granted, I don't want to take away from his acting potential and ability. The man did a good job as L. Actually, yes, he was a good actor and a good choice. Which is better than casting an ugly white man like me who's not a good actor. Do you see? Like, if they casted me instead of him, I think no one would have liked it even worse. Because they would have had an ugly L versus an attractive L. So, I would have gone with the attractive L than to choose me also. But, but it would be nice to choose a talented looking L also would be cool. Next time possibly. And also make sure you stay accurate to the manga and the anime. Exactamundo. Be accurate. Sum up all 24 or whatever, 22, 28 episodes it was, I don't remember. Do the first season as the first movie. How's that sound? Do the first season as the first movie. Stay true to it. Make it live action. Make it good. Don't try to make it too flashy or personalized. Just get good actors, good actresses, and make sure you get the point across of what that show's all about. You know what I mean? Like, it's about a detective chasing down a serial murderer who has a book. Stay true to course. Talk about the cat and mouse. Talk about the game. Talk about what's going on. Make the movie good. Please. You know? Like, make it really good. Although they did a great job on Ryuk in that film, in that live-action Death Note movie. When I saw the live-action Death Note movie, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be good. And then I go on the internet and I look at all the reviews and they're like, it was horrible. And I was like, oh no. So I didn't even watch it. Like, that's what happens. Like, 'cause they're like, it was horrible. It was just the worst thing. It deviated from the course. It was stupid. It didn't make any sense. It was a horrible mistake. And it's like, oh, shoot. And nobody was talking about Elle being black. So I was like, this is my chance to be racist. I'm just kidding. Um, it, it's more my chance to talk about race. You know, it's more of a let's talk about that kind of thing. Let's talk about what's going on with casting black actors. Yeah, and where you should want to sign up for. Like, if you're a black actor, where should you want to be in a big film? Yes. Do you want to be James Bond? Yes. Then be casted for that role. Find a way to make that happen. You know? Like, because I think that's a good idea, actually. Because there's enough people hating themselves out there, including me. So I feel you when it comes to not being able to love yourself. Not that you're unattractive, but because of the lack of relativity. You can't relate to the characters on the screen, just like I can't relate to the characters on the screen half the time. There are a few I can, but most of the blonde, tall, handsome, thin males that are white, the main, like Tom Cruise, I can't relate to him. What's that one guy's name? That guy from Ghost Rider? I can actually relate to Jack Nicholson, though. I can't relate to, Nicolas Cage. I don't relate to him physically. When I see him in a movie, I can't take myself and say I'm Nicolas Cage. I can't even take myself and say I'm Liam Neeson. I like Liam Neeson, though. I wish I looked like Liam Neeson, but he looks like my brother, to be honest. So that's why I like Liam Neeson, because he looks like my brother and I relate to him in that way. Like, hey, my brother is a badass. You know? Like, that's why I like people who look like someone I know. And, or myself. Like, if someone, I don't think Jack Nicholson looks like me, but for some reason, I really relate to him when it comes to him in a movie. I don't know why. Like, I like him. He does kind of look like me a little bit, but not really. Like, he's a cool guy. And, I wish other people could have that feeling when they're watching something. I can't relate to American Psycho. When I watch American Psycho, I relate to the guy who got killed by American Psycho. You know, like, so it's like hard, because we all want the main role character to look like us. We can't always have it, though. And sometimes just being black, the character just being black is enough. Just like if you took Nicolas Cage and replaced him with a black guy, I would relate to him much less as I would relate to him as he was just a white actor. Because that's someone who's a part of, I guess, my culture or my skin color. So I relate to Nicolas Cage more, but less because he doesn't look like me. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, I would have a harder time relating if it was a black Nicolas Cage. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, as soon as you make a black main character, this is better for a black person to watch because now they have something they can relate to. Even if the black guy doesn't look like them, even if the black people don't like that guy per se, it's at least going to relate to at least hopefully 70% of black males. And then black males can feel like they're heroes, so to speak, and protagonists, and not the bad guys in the film. You know, you need to have more black and Hispanic and Asian heroes, not villains. You need to have more protagonists, not villains, because you see, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, everyone, all of these white people are like, oh, black people are criminals, and black people are always violent, and they're bad. It's like, well, no shit, when you cast all of them as the villains in the movies, people think, oh, that's how I'm supposed to act in white society, as a villain, as a criminal, as a gangster. You know, like, that's, if that's all you have, no shit. No shit, the crime rate's higher. No shit. Like, you have to give all races a potential to be a hero so they can have an idol that they can look up to. So their whole mind prism or paradigm isn't to gangbang and kill people for money. Rather, it's to be a nice citizen. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's beneficial to them for their appearance, so they may feel bad about their appearance. And then also, it's better for their personality, influentially, to cast someone as a good person rather than to cast them as a bad person. Do you see what I'm saying? I look like the villain. That's what I don't like. But I don't mind playing the bad guy. I feel like I'm Mad from Inspector Gadget. I feel like Professor Mad. I'm sitting on my desk, I have my lizards, and I'm like, yes, this is good. Gadget's failing again. You know, like, failure's my favorite flavor. Watching Gadget fail is my favorite thing. You know, like, that's just my favorite. Damn you, Gadget. Luck has saved you once again. I hate you. I'm going to hit my cat. Mad as a cat hatter. I don't know. Like, that's why I shouldn't sit in this chair anymore, because I'm starting to feel like a bad guy. You know, like, like when I see Mad from behind and he has these claw hands and he has these spikes and these gloves, I feel like he's sitting at my desk and I'm him, and I'm just like plotting all these evil plots, and Inspector Gadget can't catch me quite yet because I live in a mansion and I keep paying off the police force. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. When you feel like you relate to someone, you become kind of a bad guy. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you get my idea. But it, like, obviously, role playing and pretending to be a bad guy, like in Dungeons and Dragons, if your alignment is chaotic evil, that's not so dangerous. But as soon as you live action role play to the extent where you've actually become a criminal and you start killing people, that's where we all need to realize it's time to stop playing a bad guy. You know, like, stop trying to be more real when it comes to that. You know, like, I like to be a real person, but I don't want that to become real. You know, I want that to stay in fantasy and fictional land, and I want people to know it's fictional. I want people to know when I'm acting, and I want people to know when I'm role playing or LARPing or playing as a chaotic evil persona. I want you to know the difference between my persona and my personality, or my reality, and my heart. I can have an evil persona, but it's not a real thing. It's fantasy. It's fun. It's acting. It's it's real, but the murders don't happen. You know, like if I'm in a persona where I'm a serial killer, I want you to know that's not real. I'm in a persona. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want that persona to become real, and I don't want people to be like, make it more real, Daniel. You could be such a good serial killer in the movies. Make it more real. You know, go do it. You know, like, no, 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 no. You know, like, that's where I think a lot of people get confused between that actor sense and that persona sense, and especially in Hispanic and Black communities, when no one told them that, you know, like, some people grow up watching TV straight up, and when all the people in the TV, the Hispanics and Blacks, are bad guys, you may not grow up right. And if you grew up that way and you actually turn out to be a good guy, you're lucky. Because that shit is influential. And if you're a good guy and you're Hispanic or Black and you're just a nice fellow and you don't do anything bad to people and you're nonviolent and just a nice citizen, then it's, I want to say, almost a miracle, but also you're a genius. And congratulations on getting through all that mind brainwashing bullshit. Because that shit can control you. It can make you into a villain. It can make you into a real villain, a real bad guy. Do you see? So everybody who is of a different race, who grew up and went to school and learned that it wasn't okay to become like that, is good. And and there are some people who didn't have that opportunity to learn that that was wrong. They just thought that was their role in society. And that's why I think it's so unfair to have so little positive protagonists of a different race in Hollywood. Males especially. Because it's better for the whole community. It's better for everyone to make more Hispanic and Black people heroes. That's about all I had. That's all I wanted to say, and I wanted to explain why I think that it can actually help crime rates, and it can actually help people not want to kill themselves, and it can help people love themselves. It's just all around positive for minorities, and also whites, I guess, because that means less violence. You know, so I don't see who's harmed when you make more films besides your ego. You know, I imagine there's a lot of white people who get offended because, hey, I'm not Black, but have you ever imagined what it feels like to be Black? Have you ever imagined what it feels like to be Hispanic or Asian in America? It doesn't feel like you're so lucky. It feels like, man, I'm kind of jealous I don't look like that. That skin. I want to be that guy on that movie. That character is so cool. That's how they feel when they see a cool white actor. They want to be like that. Do you see the problem? So now if you want to be a Black guy, or you want to be an Asian guy, or a Hispanic guy, that's exactly what they've been feeling. And you need to understand that sometimes we all need to feel that way sometimes. We all need to understand to love ourselves by feeling like we're not as good. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, white people need to feel like they're not as good sometimes. We need it too. We need to see more Black actors, actresses, and Hispanic and Asian actresses and actors, because it will help us look at ourselves and say, I wish I looked like that. I wish I could be like that. And then we'll look at ourselves and we'll finally understand what it's like to be Black and Asian and Hispanic in America. Because we'll be like, I don't like my skin. But you need to remember that you shouldn't want to kill yourself just because you're a different color. You have a ton of white people movies to watch to make you feel better again. So fast. Just exactly why I think there should be more Black and Hispanic and Asian actresses and actors. Because they need more to go back to when they're feeling bad about themselves. And that's not fair. It's not fair that we have so many and they have so little. They need more. And that's probably the most positive message I could take from this, and the most positive message I could make from this. And I hope that it gets through to you. I hope someone ends up seeing this, and I hope it's positive. And I hope that you're not mad at me or think I'm racist. Although, I wouldn't blame you. Because of the way I look. And the way I talk. And the way I said that I would hate a black evangelion. That was intentional. I don't know. You know, I want to take that back actually and say that I wouldn't hate that. I want to take that back. That's not the right thing to say. It's inappropriate of me to say that, especially like right now, in this time. It's better to just do the right thing and see the right thing happen and say the right thing, because it's more important to see more positive African American characters and people we can look up to and love for the way they look. And for the characters they are. And that allows more black people to fit the bill and feel like they can play the role. And that's good. Plain and simple. Yeah. Sorry about the knuckles. I hate cracking my knuckles when I talk like this, because it's like, you a cracker. You's cracker, white boy, pale as fuck. What you talking about? Alright, I agree with you, kinda, I guess, maybe. Damn it, Daniel. I keep fucking up. It's hard not to fuck up sometimes, but hey, I'm trying. I'm trying to be less white so I can share opinion, share insight, and not be offensive, and not be detrimental or racist. Yeah, I'm trying real hard. No joke. I'm trying real hard. Does that mean that I'm at the core racist? I don't know. I'm just trying real hard to be as... It takes a coordinated effort. I'll be real with you. It takes an effort to, first of all, construct an idea so other people can understand where you're coming from. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot of mental prowess, actually, to think of someone else's perspective and to think of at least 5 different other races of perspectives. And then add your white perspective to the whole entire culture of movies and live action films in Hollywood, in America, societally, and what is the effect. You have to understand, it's not that because at the heart of me I'm racist, it's because it actually takes a lot of coordinated effort to even wrap my head around these things. To think in the thoughts of someone else, the way and the views of other people, at the same time expressing my opinion to you through my voice. You have to understand how much brain that takes out of me. My brain's not that big. That takes a lot. You're making me work 110% overdrive brain power to just get this message through. Not that I'm right per se, it's just a shared opinion. And I'm trying to make it the best possible opinion I could possibly have, and the least offensive I could possibly have. You know? And that could be because I can say offensive things. You know? Like, I don't want to say I'm racist at the core, though. I'm just white. And maybe that is racist. I don't know. Yeah, guess. Yeah. You know, like, it's like I said a long time ago, I used to believe that I'm not racist if I don't think I'm racist. You know, like, if I say I'm not racist, I'm not racist. Because I don't care what other people think, right? But when I really think about it in another perspective, racist is in the eye of the beholder. So if you're racist in someone else's eyes, then you're basically a racist. So as soon as you start realizing that it's the way other people perceive you, that's how you can change that perception, by getting through to them that you don't want to be perceived that way, and you'd like it if you could be as best you can to them. You see? And that's hard work, actually. Um, so it sucks when I'm perceived as racist, and it will happen multiple times in my life. It will continue to happen no matter how much I've evolved or how much I've thought about this process or these thoughts. No matter what, I will be perceived as a racist later on, and I will have to try to speak with them about why they think I'm racist, and they will tell me why they think I'm racist. And sometimes it's as simple as, you are a pale motherfucker. And I say, that's pretty shallow of you to say. Or it could be because your entire race is racist. And I will say, that's probably true. And as soon as people stop seeing the entire race as racist, as soon as we stop actually being racist, the white people, then people will stop accusing you of being racist all the time. Hello? You know, like, hello, white people. Stop being racist. Then people will stop calling you racist. Hello, stop doing racist things. People will stop calling you racist. Wow. You know, there's a lot of innocent, nice white people out there who are suffering because some of these racist white people. And I might be one of them. I'm a very nice person. I'm very accepting of others. And I think it's wrong that I have to put up with the things that my race has done. And they continue to do so. And I can't even get through to them. I can't get through to the Nazis. I tried. I said, stop being white supremacists. And they're like, no. Hello? And it's like, how much shit do I have to deal with in this lifetime? Honest to God. Like, they're almost intentionally, unintentionally making my life harder. Because they're making me be seen as a racist as a result of their behavior. And they don't give a fuck at all. They don't care. They don't care that they're making me look racist because they embrace their racism. They're like, I love being a white racist. And I'm like, why? And they're like, because I'm a supreme lord. And it's like, I don't know. So, like, when I'm perceived as a racist at the fault of some other person who's definitely a racist, outwardly, and says so, and just says blatant fucked up things, racist words, N-words, etc., the whole race suffers as a result. We all suffer as a result. We have less ability to argue with other races and actually win because of your stupidity. Not that I want power over anyone in an argument. I just don't want to be assumed to be a bad person because of the color of my skin. Do you see what I'm saying? I just don't want to be assumed to be a white supremacist. I don't want to be assumed to be seen as a racist. I don't want to have power over anyone except for the control over my own life. That's the only power I want, is the control over my own life and decisions. You know? I just want to be able to do stuff, I guess. I may not get the girl I want, but it would be nice if one day I got a girl I liked. That'd be cool. Is that having too much control over other people? Like, hey, I want to date you, and then she says yes. Whoa, it must be because I'm white that I got this girl. No, no. Like, I asked her and I got what I wanted. Whoa, no, that doesn't happen for me. Like, I'm not spoiled. I'm not as spoiled as you think I am. I may look spoiled, but I promise you, if I was spoiled, I would say Sonic Forces is a bad game. Because I would want it to be perfect. But I already got what I wanted for Christmas. Because I didn't ask for a Sonic game for Christmas. I got Sonic Forces and I'm happy. I'm happy with Sonic Forces. I'm not a nitpicking, spoiled brat when it comes to Sonic. Because I noticed a lot of Sonic fans are actually spoiled fucking brats. They're spoiled brats. They're like, it's not exactly perfectly the way I wanted it. I wanted that one little thing. And it's like, so you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas. That's never happened to me before. Are you serious? Like, you guys act like you've never not gotten what you wanted for Christmas, and you piss me off. Like, every year on Christmas, I don't get what I want. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I never get what I want. Consider me a spoiled brat all you want, but I've never gotten what I wanted. Like, what do you want? I want very expensive things, but, like, but you have to understand, I don't even get consoles for Christmas. Like, these people get consoles for Christmas from their parents. They have the ability to look at this and say, it's not perfect, but you got what you wanted for Christmas, right? You got a Switch, you got a DS, you got a Wii U, you got everything, right? You got all these consoles for Christmas. You're way spoiled. Like, that you think Sonic Forces is bad, you've given away yourself of spoiled. You're spoiled. You don't understand how spoiled you are. Like, I thought I was spoiled. They say I'm a spoiled brat. And I think to myself, these people are spoiled brats. Because they want everything to be perfect. And when they don't get what they want, they cry hard about Sonic. They cry hard. And it's like, you can't always get what you want, You just can't. Not every Christmas is going to be perfect. Like, you asked for a Switch, you got one. Your life must be way more perfect than mine that you thought that it was okay to get everything you wanted out of a game. You cannot expect to get everything you've always asked for. I want a Camaro. Do you think I'm going to get one for Christmas? No. I want a Lamborghini and a Ferrari. Am I going to get one for Christmas? I want a stuffed animal from the love of my life. Am I going to get one from Christmas? I want a Sonic doll with a Sonic doll with a Santa hat on it and a plushie, as a plushie, from the love of my life, or a girl that wants to date me and says, I love you, Daniel. I hope this makes your Christmas better. This gift is for you. And you don't have to get me anything because the only gift I want from you is your presence. That's what I want for Christmas. Do you think I'm going to get that? That's too much to ask. That's sad. Yes, it is. But that's the way it is. I wanted that every year for my whole life. I never got it. But one time, my aunt got me an Applejack doll with a Santa hat on it. But my aunt is my aunt. I can't date my aunt. You see, my aunt can't be my soulmate. My aunt can't be my girlfriend. Like, I love getting plushies for Christmas though. So please, by all means, get me a plushie, all of you. You know, like, um, that goes to family too. I didn't take it as a sexual advance. I took it as a gift and a thankful gift. I'm thankful for anything my family gets me, and I don't take it as a sexual advance. Please understand what I just said. I'm trying to say that I would love to get a plushie from some girl I want to date, and it would make my life much better. But it doesn't mean that my family can't now get me plushies. Please do. Like, please. Yes. We understand, Daniel. I want my aunt to understand and my uncle to understand I'm not trying to date your wife. I want you to get me plushies. You know? Like, I will my aunt got me so many plushies. I love my aunt so much. I want to say thank you, but I'm not going to say her name because you never know. And I never took it as the wrong way. I never took it the wrong way. It's just a thankful thing. I'm thankful for all the things that my aunts and uncles and my grandparents and my parents and my friends and family have ever gotten me on Christmas. I'm thankful. But I have never really gotten the big ones. What are the big ones? I like consoles. We used to get consoles. We don't get consoles anymore. That sucks. Like, if I even got a Wii or a GameCube on Christmas, this Christmas, I'd be like, ah! You know, like, oh shit. Nice. Thank you. Let's play it. And then I'd set it up on the computer or the TV or whatever, and then we play whatever the hell that game is. So like, that's all I'm saying is that even at 28, I still want consoles for Christmas, and that's actually a dream of mine to get consoles every year, but I don't. And I would love to get consoles, cash, and a brand new sports car every single year. Hell yes. You know, like, of course, that's why everyone considers me a spoiled brat, because that's the kind of shit I ask for on Christmas. I'm very fucking straightforward. I'm not afraid to ask for what I want. I'm not afraid. That's why everyone's like, getting Daniel gifts is the hardest thing in the world. Don't get him anything. And it's like, now I don't get anything, but it's like, at least you know what I want. You know? Straight up. I find it difficult to understand what other people want for Christmas. I ask and they say nothing. I look into them and I'm like, what do you want from me? I can't read them. I can't read them. And I can't read them. I don't understand what they want. Like, what perfect Christmas gift do they want this year? And can I even afford it? Most people are really pretty much okay with me not getting them anything because they know I'm poor. So it's like, it's okay right now, but in the past, I used to think about this stuff and I was like, I want to get them what they want. You know, like, I want to get them the perfect gift from Daniel. You know, like, what do they want from Daniel? What do my family members and what do my friends want from Daniel on Christmas? And I think about it all the time, but I stopped thinking about it a lot because whenever I think about it, I realize that I can't. Because I don't have any money. And it starts to make me sad, and I stop thinking about it because of that. You know? If I did have like $1 million, I promise my family and my friends that I'd probably buy you the exact thing you wanted within $50, $100. Yeah, every year I would get you the exact $100 thing you wanted, even if it's a double of something someone else got you. I'll give you the receipt. I will get you the best gifts I promise you can ask. If I ever get money, if I ever become person with money, if I ever have my own source of income. I promise my friends and family I will get you the best gifts. And you won't need to get me anything. So I'll have everything I want. I'll have the car I want. I'll have the house I want. I'll probably have the girl I want. I'll probably have the consoles I want. I'll probably have the games I want, the computers I want, everything I want. And at that point, the only thing I could ask for is the love of my family on Christmas time. And the love of my friends on Christmas time would be the only thing I would want at that point. Because when you have enough money for everything, pretty much, I don't need a helicopter. I don't need a mansion. I don't want a helicopter. I don't want a mansion. I don't even want a Ferrari, to be honest with you. I don't want a Lamborghini. I don't want those expensive cars. I want a basic bitch. Hyundai Genesis. Honest to God. Honest to God. That's all I want. A basic bitch Hyundai Genesis. The high-end one with the V8. $50,000. It's not $1 million. It's not $500,000. It's $50,000. Come on. It's a basic bitch. It's really a basic sporty luxury car. It's a basic sporty luxury car for a good price, and it's nice. Where are you going wrong with one of those? You can't go wrong with a Hyundai Genesis. No, sir. You can't go wrong with the sport version. You can't go wrong with the luxury version. You just can't go wrong with it. It's one of the best cars ever made. I've driven them. One. I drove the sport car, and it's fun, to be honest with you. And I hope they never stop making them that cool. Make them cooler. Because one day I hope to get one. And when I do, if I do, I'll be like, I hope this is good enough for me. You know? Like, it probably will be. I hope I don't regret that later. I hope I don't regret saying that later. Because it took me 10 years to get a Firebird. And I regret it. Why? Because it wasn't as luxurious, or the interior was bad. The V6 is bad. I just got the wrong one. So it's like you gotta really think before you put your mind to getting something like a car. I don't want this one to be a mistake. I don't wanna work for 20 years just to get a Hyundai Genesis, and then when I get one, I'm like, I should have got the other one. 20 years, come on. You know, like, cry. It makes you want to cry when you do that. When you put your mind to something and you finally get it, it makes you want to cry when it was a mistake. You put your coordinated efforts in, best you can. You used as much of your willpower to obtain something, like you're trying to use the secret or whatever. And you're like, if I believe I can get this car, I will get it. But then when you get it, it's the wrong one for you. Do you know how much that makes you want to cry? Takes time. Takes time. Like, putting your mind towards something and actually making it happen is almost impossible sometimes. Everybody has a different level of being able to visualize their reality and visualize their destiny, or visualize what they want. If you can visualize and make it happen in a few days or a year, you're really good. But it takes me up to 10 to 5 years to get something. I'm not that good at visualizing and creating the reality I want, you know? Everything I try to make in my life, the dreams I want to make work and be achieved, take years of my effort mentally to make reality. Please understand that we're all different, and we're not all as capable as others of achieving our wildest lofty goals or dreams. Because like when you watch The Secret, it's like it's so easy for these people to like obtain their mansion. Like they had a picture of the mansion, they got the mansion a few years later. It's like I never I've never had that happen. You know, I've had weird things happen though. Like sometimes I would want like a video game and it would just be like 2 weeks later, got the video game. Cool. You know, like it doesn't always work like that though. It's often the smaller, cheaper things that I'm able to get. The more expensive the thing is, it takes realistically a lot longer. That's why I don't really believe in the secret. I don't believe the secret's legit. I think it's just if you want something bad enough, you have to try. That's all it is. The whole thing is if you want something, if you don't try, you'll never get it. And if you want something and try, you might get it. And if you're lucky, you will. And you should be damn happy if you get it. I think we all want a mansion at some point. That's like the most generic, stereotypical thing to want is a mansion and a sports car. I think that's the most generic. But it's true. It's what I want. You know, like most of us do, right? I don't know. Oh. Why do you want to be a rich boy so bad? I don't know. I don't know. American dream. It's American dream. But actually, I'm starting to realize that the better American dream is actually having a home with the love of your life and a meager car with the love of your life. That's a better American dream. Having a home, place to stay, having enough money to pay for rent or bills, and just being with the one you love is the real American dream. That's the dream of men and women everywhere. To be able to live in a home or an apartment with the one you love. How could you not want that? Whether you have a car or not, whether you have money or not, sometimes being with the one you love will make you smile. It will make you feel good. It'll make you happy. Just like sometimes it's good enough to just have what you want and to be happy. And you need to remember not to ruin your own life by beating yourself up when you don't have something you want. For example, I got coffee, I got soda, I got food. I should be styling. But I'm not happy. Why? Because of the way I look. But when I say, fuck the way I look, I need to eat, I need to drink, and I need to be happy, and I need to do something. So, that's what I do. I say, fuck the haters. Fuck hating myself. And I need to eat. You know? Like when I have good food, I need to appreciate it. I need to eat as much as possible. And I need to be happy. And I need to be functioning. And I need to be more, like, normal. I need to get out there. Be strong. You know? Not beat myself up. Go out more often. Not care if I'm sweaty or stinky. Just go. Just go. Be happy. Don't beat yourself up anymore. Just go. Because you're damn happy when you fucking relax about that shit, Daniel. You know it. You know it. You have no idea. When I stop thinking about haters, my whole worldview changes. Everything's bright and fluffy. Life is good. You know, like, haters gone. I got coffee. I got cigarettes. I got food. I got a computer. I got music. I got YouTube. I got a camera. I got a microphone. I got a TV back here. I got video games, controllers. Fuck. I got marijuana. Whoa. You know, like, I'm lucky. I'm lucky. So why the fuck am I focusing so much on being sad? That's because someone doesn't want me to be happy. I think there's someone who's jealous of my happiness, and they need to take a back seat and let me be happy. And hopefully one day you'll have what I have and be happy and not have any haters. You know? Because Haters will make you sad. They will make you want to cry. They will make you want to kill yourself. And they suck, to be honest. Haters make you hate them because of how hateful they are. They make you want to kill yourself. And you don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to live. I want to be happy. I want to smile more. And I want to be less depressing. But sometimes, suffering brings the best poetry. To be honest. The pain we go through in life brings out the most insight in life. The more pain we go through in life, the more light at the end of the tunnel we see, because we're in a dark tunnel. And if we can see the light, it's damn bright. It's way brighter than if you were standing in the sun without a tunnel. If you're stuck in a dark tunnel and you see the light, your inside is so bright, it's so focused, and your poetry is so beautiful, your writings are so much more beautiful. Not to everyone else, but to yourself. That's what suffering does. Suffering brings out love for yourself and respect for yourself. And you take yourself more seriously. But, like, think about this for a second. If you've ever done voice acting work, or if you've ever done acting work, or if you've ever done something in your life, like you made a video game and you didn't take credit for it, you used an alias, and you use an alias different every single time, it'll keep you fresh. Why? Because if you feel like you've accomplished your wildest goal, you have no journey to go on next time. You have to keep a fresh journey. Otherwise, you cannot move forward. That's why you constantly have to have a journey. You constantly have to have a dream, and you constantly have to have a goal. Every time you achieve that goal, you set it behind you and you forget you did it. Forget that. Forget that journey. Forget that goal. Forget that achievement. It's time to move forward and do some more. You gotta always be ready. Always ready to do more. Always do more. If you're an artist, always, always, always be ready to do more for your next best thing. You thought that was good? Now check out this. I'm ready to do better. I want to do more. I want to achieve more. I want to grow further and higher and faster than I've ever been before. And that's how you do it. By keeping yourself brand new and like a child. You've never achieved anything. You're hungry. You're thirsty. You want it. You want the fame. You want the fortune. You want to get there. That's why not taking credit for stuff is so rewarding. Because you do it fresh and hardcore as ever. Like you've never done it before. Like it's your one chance. It's your one shot at doing it great. It's your one chance. And you have to hit the nail on the head every time. If you've never hit a nail on the head, but you've done it before and you know you have, but this time you want to hit 4 nails on the head at the same time. Boom. Damn, I've never done that before. Slammed it all the way through, too. Smash hit. Good job. Damn right. That's why I think sometimes haters and feeling like shit can sometimes make you create the best art or production that the whole world's ever seen. So, I want to say thank you to all of my friends, to all of my potential fans and my potential haters. I want to say thank you, because I wouldn't be this human being today if it weren't for all of you. I wouldn't be as strong as I am today. I wouldn't be as capable as I am today if it weren't for you. And I almost want to say you're my friend, because you helped me grow. My enemies helped me grow. My friends helped me grow. And I want to say almost my enemies make me stronger. But I don't want to encourage that behavior, because it does make me close to the brink of committing suicide often. So I'm not going to be able to stop you, but I want to take and make the most out of what you do to become the best possible me. the strongest possible me. And I don't want to make you feel like you hate me even more now that I'm giving you credit for such things. You know, like, I don't want you to hate me at all, actually, and I don't want to encourage your hate. I don't want to encourage the hatred. I don't want you to feel like now it's okay to do more. No, that's not what I'm saying. Like, you know, even though you are probably, to be honest, the haters are the best source of inspiration for me. Haters are the best source of wanting to achieve. Because the struggle brings something you can overcome. You're struggling, you overcome it, and you feel like a champion and a hero just by strengthening yourself up and fighting, climbing the hill, and getting to the top of the peak of the mountain and saying, I fucking did it! I told you I could do it. And they're like, you're welcome. And I'm like, thanks. It's weird. It is actually thanks to them. Because I wouldn't have wanted to climb that mountain if it weren't for the haters. Sad. But true. And I want to say I love you for it. And hopefully one day you'll join me up here. Because I can tell you that you probably want to climb this mountain to kick my ass. But maybe when you get here, you'll realize that we were never meant to be enemies. We were friends all along. I helped you achieve something, you helped me achieve something, and that's the best thing we can both take away from it, and we should appreciate and love ourselves for it. I want to play a different game, and I don't want to be here anymore. I will continue to talk, but I want to play a different game. So I don't want to play Sonic Adventure. Would you mind if I played, Would you mind if I played Sonic Generations? Yeah. No, not at all. Go ahead. Thank you. That's what I want to play. I hope you appreciate the stream, and I hope you like this song.
Sega.
I was trapped inside for so very long. How could things turn out so wrong? You came along to save the day. I knew that it would be okay. My knight in shining
next one.
I'm so old today.
Nah.
The rhythm against the
Ooh.
You live an endless life forever. Hold on to darkness, the dozens in the dusk. Throw it all away. You see a light wherever you go. You have to face it again and again. And again and again. The dozens in the dusk, throw it all away. No one can break you, nobody can tell you. You live an endless life forever. Hold on to darkness, the dozens in the dusk, throw it all away. You see a light wherever you go. You have to face it again and again. Throw it all away. No one can break you, nobody can tell you. You live an endless life forever. Hold on to darkness that closes in the dusk. Throw it all away. You see a light wherever you go. You have to face it again and again. Hold on to darkness that closes in the dusk. Throw it all away. Nobody can tell you. You live an endless life forever. Hold on to history. You could have left me here, still inside the thought. No one would ever know the chaos control. My true identity, the power that is me. We are destined fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we've waited, as the eggman's watching. We are destined fire, looking through a screen. Don't know how long we've waited, as the eggman watches. With words in the fight, electric lives, change surroundings, a chilling history. The treasure disappears as she goes, miss her as you look away, and no one knows. This power is a key, this power changes me. We are destined fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we've waited, as the eggman's watching. We are destined fire, looking through a screen. Don't know how long we've waited, as the eggman watches. One, two, three. You didn't know, now I'm gonna show you the power that is me. You try to take me down, stop the show. Seems you've never tasted fear, a loss of control. The power lives in me, the power that is me. We are destined fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we've waited, as the eggman's watching. We are destined fire, looking through a screen. Don't know how long we've waited, as the Take off at the speed of sound. Bright lights, colors all around. I'm running wild, living fast and free. Got no regrets inside of me. Not looking back, not giving up, not letting go. I'll keep on running. I'm gonna reach for the stars, although they look pretty far. I'm gonna find my own way and take the chance on today. The sky was stars so bright, the colors feel so right. I've never felt like this. I'll keep on running. The sky was stars so bright, the colors feel so right. Just take my hand, we're gonna reach for the stars tonight. Wake up, living day by day. Do what I want, and I'll do it my way. The world is flying right below my feet. Got no regrets inside of me. Not looking back, not giving up, not letting go. I'll keep on running. I'm gonna reach for the stars, although they look pretty far. I'm gonna find my own way and take the chance on today. The sky was stars so bright, the colors feel so right. I've never felt like this. I'll keep on running. The sky was stars so bright, the colors feel so right. Just take my hand, we're gonna reach for the stars tonight. Tonight. I got it in my sight, the colors feel so right. Got my feet off the ground, I'll keep on running. Oh, I can feel it now, the colors all around. Just take my hand, we're gonna reach for the stars. Just take a chance, we'll do it right again. We're gonna reach for the stars. Just take my hand, we'll take a chance tonight. Reach for the stars
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Don't need bags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off for you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel a shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So Odyssey, 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 Odyssey. Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn off the path. Find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you move side to side. They're just different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air. Jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that you're still a one-up boy. So go on, straighten up your cap. Let your toes begin to tap. This rhythm is a power move. Don't forget you're the superstar. No one else can make it this far. Better go through that stage. Now you've got panache. Oh, let's do the Odyssey. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't fear, don't shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. Now listen, all you boys and girls all around the world, don't be afraid to get up and move. You know that we're all superstars. We're the ones who made it this far. Put a smile on that face. There's no time to waste, so let's do the Odyssey. Here we go, all the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Don't need bags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we could soon all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if those dark clouds start to swirl, don't fear, don't shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no world like dancing. You know that you're my superstar. No one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this. So let's do the Odyssey.
Here we go!
Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's off a path. Find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you look side to side. There's a different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air. Jump up, 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short of time, don't forget that you're still our one of mine. So go on, straighten up your stride. Your toes begin to tie. This rhythm is the power through. Jump on it, you're the superstar. No one can get this far, but go through that dash. Now you got the natural. Let's do the Odyssey. Here we go.
Cool song. Tombstone, why did it say unsub from you? Oh, okay. But good job. When did that come out? October? Yeah, good job. Very nice song. But yeah, I got Mushroom Hills up. I like how they read. I like I love re-recording this. That's the only one I watched. So many movies. Let's see, did I get any new artwork? Oh, you did. Awesome. Concept art. This guy's so cool. What's that for Sonic Heroes? finish drawing green on paper. I can't even finish drawing green. Concept of wow. Nice. That's a real good sketch right there. I love this. It's the real before shit goes to this. This is what I like to see. I like to see this. I like this the most because it makes me feel like I'm not that bad of an artist. So I'm like, I keep thinking my stuff sucks, and then I see the concept art, and I'm like, oh crap, I could actually do something. Oh, you know? Look at that. See, this makes me feel like I can't. That makes me feel like I can't. Awesome. Good job. That's beautiful. If you guys let me use black and white sketches, I'll do that. These artists are way better than this is crazy. Oh god. How beautiful. Actually. Alright, that's about it. One more thing. What was that one Sonic thing you just said? You had a picture of Sonic at a that one right there. Oh yeah, I saw that. watch a movie. What's up, so?
Dude, there's the emerald.
What's Ratchet? Want me to steal it for you? Faster. Oh my god.
Pretty slick move, huh?
Yeah, you're fast and tough, and I can't fuck. That's it? What was the point of that? Tails.
Is it me, or is that place we were just in awfully familiar?
Not to me, but this place looks like something sucked all the life and color out of it. Totally strange.
No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park. I'm more concerned about finding our friends.
Hey, Sonic, I saw something over there in the distance. Like buildings, but they look weird.
That might be a good place to check out. I'll be back soon.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you already left.
Is it just me, or is that some kind of short fuck Sonic that didn't talk? So we meet again. Finally. For the first time.
I can't believe there's two of me.
Right? I'll say the same thing.
I think I figured it out.
I'm
Yeah,
not
me
supposed to
too.
be able to talk. What the fuck?
Doubles of us,
Why can Tails
places
talk?
and enemies from our past.
But Sonic
We're
can't?
traveling through time and space.
Duh.
How did this happen?
What
I
happened
think
to
it's got
Jaleel
something
White?
to do with that big thing that just kidnapped Eggman.
Why can't
It sounds
Sonic
like the
talk?
same thing that kidnapped your friends.
Why does Tails have
I
a
mean
voice
our
actor?
friends.
I don't get it.
You know what I mean?
Sonic, talk. I don't know. Why is Classic Tails so much better? Why is he so much better? Wow. Classic Tails is the best.
go.
Look at him. Look how cool he is.
We need to find that thing,
Fuck
and
my life.
fast.
Ugh. Classic Tails is just so huggable and cute. Look at him, he's just like a cute little puppy. What the fuck? Look at this little puppy. Look at him.
Hey there! Sonic! Hey there! Hey there! Hi! Sonic!
Wait past me. Okay.
Hey there!
I'm off to not think about killing myself now. Goodbye.